after 2 years at Middle Tennessee State, Oskar Brostrom Poulsen with a UTR of 12.85 is transferring and has signed with Baylor University for the fall of 2023. He played at number 3 singles and number 1 doubles with records of 46 and 20 in singles and 42 and 24 in doubles in his 2 years. ITA high ranks of 23 in doubles and 60 in singles. So first of all, I know Middle Tennessee State has added a 2 transfers for sure, and obviously he actually didn't even play in the NCAA tournament actually for Middle Tennessee State, believe it or not. When you look at the match scores and everything, yeah, Middle Tennessee State added a freshman for the fall, and Igor Mandu Beringer with a UTR of 11.78. In addition, they had like 2 trailer transfers, like a 3-year transfer out of Temple, and Leo Raskin with a UTR of 12.72. And the same thing goes for like for the Southland freshman of the year, played at 2 singles and 3 doubles, and Kareem Al Amin with a UTR of 12.225. So he's committed to that. So I want to make sure for the fall of 2023. So they're bringing in they're bringing in 4 players. For right now, and I'm gonna go over like the roster outlook for them. And they do lose 3 seniors for sure. So yeah, they're down. Actually, yeah, if you get rid of that Oscar for them, 7 players on the roster right now. That's not great. So that's what those additions that I said that have occurred at this point in time. I'm pretty sure there's not been anything else, so I'm just double checking that right now. Yeah, there's not been anything else. So yeah, for the Baylor side, first of all, last year Oskar was 9-7 at number 3 number 3 singles, but he was 4-0 at number 2 singles this past year. But in doubles, where he played mostly, he was like 14-6, and he did play at other double spots as well. But overall in dual matches, 17-6. So he's definitely a good doubles player. That was one of the weaknesses for Baylor this past year, and I'm not kidding you when you look at the stats. But I'm not sure how high in the singles lineup he's going to even be, because you got to keep in mind for Baylor that they are only losing those 2 seniors in Finn Bass and Juan Pablo Grassi Mizuchi. So, but they could potentially bring back everybody else, and they're even adding 2 recruits, which both of them signed their letter of intents. They did, so including a 6'8" guy, and now you bring in somebody else. So overall, for the depth of the roster, this is assuming everybody comes back and add those additions as well. But to wait and see. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're back to a 12 player roster right there. I mean, without any other additions, that is at most. So, but I tell you something that Baylor needs. When you look, I definitely know Middle Tennessee State is definitely going to lose their core 1 and player. For sure. Obviously, they lost their number 3 from Middle Tennessee. Yeah, they lost their top 2. Now they're top 3 in the singles lineup. Yikes. Though the number 4 is coming back. That's huge. But I'm going to just double check on their 5 and 6. Then I'll go over like Baylor's side of things. Yeah, their number 4 and 5 are back. That's a good thing. But the number 6 is gone, so they lose 4 starters in a singles line. Middle Tennessee does. Though I will say for the Baylor side of things, when you look at the stats, they were not great at 1 last year. I mean, 14 and 11 at 1, 15 and 12 at 2, 15 and 10 at number 3. But the weakest spot is number 4 with the 13 and 14 record. But the number 5 spot was like 19 and 6, and the number 6 was 14 and 8. Doubles, number 1 and 2, granted, I know the records are really good. It's because of that one doubles team in Tadeusz Perulik and Jean Borvelts, which they are in the NCAA tournament for doubles, by the way. They were like 21 and 3 in dual matches this year. And they were like 18 and 8, 9 at number 1 doubles as a team, and 18 and 8 at number 2 doubles. But the number 3 doubles was really, really bad. I mean, 12 and 16. So this is, with this addition, he should at least be a doubles player at the very minimum, because they really need to improve that particularly. And I'm not sure. And you got to keep in mind, too, for Baylor side of things also, that Finn Bass was just not healthy all year long. Nearly. Yes, he played in the beginning, but he was dealing with the ab injury, and then he got pulled for a few matches before National Indoors, and then played National Indoors both singles and doubles in the first 2 matches, and in the third match you just played doubles only, and didn't play until April 1st against Texas Tech. And that was just even doubles only by then. And then his first true match he played again in both singles and doubles was Alcorn State. Yes, they had a doubleheader against them, but he just played doubles in the other one, and after that he just played singles and doubles from that Texas match on. I mean, from that Texas match onwards, because he played in that first match against Alcorn State both singles and doubles, but then he just played just doubles in the second doubleheader. So after that, yeah, he was just not healthy all year long. That was an issue, and they hopefully, and I think, and there's a few other things you got to also consider besides that. Some guys, because of that injury, had to move up a spot or 2 higher. Especially when Tadeusz Perulik, at that 1 week, on the week of TCU in Texas, in 2 Alcorn State matches, he rolled his ankle. Didn't play singles and doubles. Yeah, they were really down. But yes, Finn did play against Texas, but just still down 1 guy. I mean, they were just playing a guy higher. But I expect that to improve. And there were like 2 guys that were ineligible this year. And Warren Braysock, which he would have played at number 3 through 5 in singles and possibly number 3 doubles. And Amon Zamani was probably like a number 8 in singles, but maybe a doubles only type of guy. So that's 2 guys right there that didn't play out all this year. And Martin Braysock even enrolled in the fall. And I don't get sometimes why guys are not cleared despite enrolling in the fall. So, you know, I mean, look at that TCU situation with Jack Pennington Jones. That first match against TCU this year as a non-conference, he got cleared on that day. And he enrolled in the fall, and it took forever and a day. And Laurentien from USC too. Because he didn't play until like within the last, like the last 3 weeks of the season, or 4 weeks of the season, despite enrolling in the spring too. It's just very, very inconsistent. And I do expect this Baylor roster to be better. I really do. And I trust Michael Woodson and staff. I do. So this is a good addition. I'm not sure if he's going to even play that high in singles. Oskar will. I am not sure. But I would have to assume he's like a 4 through 6 and a doubles guy for sure. No matter what, he's just a doubles player. Because they have to work on their doubles. If they can work on number 3 doubles, find out an answer there, and improve their top 4 in the lineup, which I think that should be improved because of the Martin Braysock being clear to play, and Baylor was just very, very young this year. Majority of the guys that they played were 3 freshmen at least. 4 underclassmen at times this season. Actually, yeah, 3 underclassmen. But if you include Finn playing consistently, though, it was like 4 guys, underclassmen. So, anyways, if you like the content, like and subscribe button. See you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go. And I'm definitely fired up for this addition here because he's going to help this team. It's a matter of what ways. For sure, I would say doubles, but we'll have to wait and see on singles.